Will Alexander Volkanovski successfully defend his featherweight title against Ilia Topuria? See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
I gotta go with Volkanovski. I mean, like I was saying earlier, it comes into preparation, and watching Volkanovski's last fight and Usman's last fight, it just lets me know like the preparation is where it's at. Like those are the two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and they came out short in their fights, and it was not because they didn't have the skill, like they didn't have the experience, but they didn't have the preparation for it. So knowing how much of a competitor Volkanovski is, and knowing that he fell short in his last fight, I can almost guarantee doing everything within his power to be successful in fight night when he defends his title. So I'm going to have to ride with him on that one.
Volkanovski.
Alex.
I think Volkanovski's going to bounce back after that loss to Makhachev. You know, he went up in that division, short notice again. But, you know, at 45, the guy looks nearly unstoppable. Ilia's definitely got really good boxing. I think Volkanovski, the better, just overall well-rounded game, great feints, great mixing things up, and they're amazing game planners. So I'm going Volkanovski.
I seen that just getting announced. It's a quick turnaround for Volk, you know, coming off, like, fighting Islam. That's not I know it was only a few weeks ago, but it's your body needs time to recuperate, your body needs time to recover, and it's about going back and improving. But he's still Volk, he's still Alexander the Great. So I think I have to lean that way. Like for me, he was one of the pound for pounds up until Islam devastatingly knocked him out. But he's still one of my favourite fighters, so I'm going to go the Great.
I'm not saying this because he lost his last fight, but Topuria. I'm not saying that because Alex lost his last fight.
Man. What's the date?
February.
That's a good amount of time. If Volkanovski had not just got finished by Islam, I would say Volkanovski. But because he did, you got to wonder who the champ is when he comes back. And that's a fight where he has to be 1,000% on, you know? So I think a lot of that will depend on how Volk takes that loss. So that's going to be a tough one to call. But, you know, like I said, Volkanovski, a guy who went on like a 20-fight win streak, smashed everybody. I think he won the first fight against Islam. So I'm going to say Volkanovski, but it'll be very interesting to see how he recovers mentally from that fight.
Volk. I don't know that I'm torn because of what Islam did to him, you know, but then it was short notice. Is Volk rushing back? So there's a lot of things like I contemplate on that one. I think, but I want to go with my heart that Volk takes it.
That's one of the fights I'm most excited for it because I'm a big Volk fan. But like, if there's a guy that can beat Volk at 145, that is Topuria. He's aggressive, he's fast, he can do a little bit of all. But if I'll give this one to the champ. I think he's gonna get this fight in, and will be the champ eventually. He's the future of the division, but for now, featherweight has a king.
Volk.
I love Volkanovski on this fight, but also you have to factor in the damage that he took this last fight. I think we talked about that a little bit, right? And how quickly he can recover from that. I don't know like the science behind it, you know, when you get knocked out like that. But I can only assume that it takes a little bit of time to get back and recollect yourself, right? So hopefully he doesn't come back too fast, and hopefully he didn't lose any of his advantages, because I know that I've always heard the expression, I don't know if it's true or not, but once you get knocked out, it's easier to get knocked out, right? From then on. So I hope that's not the case for him.
Do you think he gets it done there, or do you think Ilia will upset?
I think Volkanovski, if vintage Volkanovski shows up, which is basically a full camped Volkanovski, I think he gets it done. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Volkanovski. I like Alex. He's one of the best, and I feel like he can do whatever he wants with anybody. So yeah, that's gonna be a dangerous fight though. But I feel like he's gonna have good success.
That's gonna be a fun one. I'm gonna go Volkanovski. I think he's gonna pull out some different tricks and mix it up on that fight.
Yeah, this is gonna be really a really good one. I love Volk. You know, his style. He already show us how good he is. He fought with a lot of different guys, different styles, and he always managed a way to get the victory. But Topuria is really good, man. I like his style, the way he's boxing, and he also have knockout power. So because of the experience and everything, I go with Volk. But another one that I will not be surprised if Topuria get the knockout. You know, he's really good on his striking with his hands.